Again, beautiful day. It's outside, it's very sunny. I told you I had a problem with the AC. It got fixed yesterday, and look, I'm having new cornrows. I just make this every day with a new style when I wake up. And my brain is braining. At least these ones, they have some longevity. If I want, I can stay with this one like 1 week, 5 days. I'm having a problem with my lips. I need to look for a lip balm. My lips are cracking, guys, I'm telling you. And my Vaseline disappeared. Let me tell you, I got it with some oils. But I'm looking for someone. I have a lip balm, lip gloss, the one I usually travel with, and I'm taking flights. How are your lips? What's your take about tomorrow? Tomorrow schools are opening. My lips are cracked lips bring problems. The machine also is making a weird sound. I don't know why, and I didn't put too much clothes. So we're having a problem with us as parents, us as ourselves. We're the ones who create these problems. What did you say? Looking for bottles of water. I usually have bottles of water here. Like 3 of them, and I'm not seeing them. Let me refill this. I have to refill it. Because if you don't refill it, it's not easy. So, this is what I'm telling you. Because my room was very, very hot, I dehydrated a lot. If you see, even my face, I look like a sick person. These are cracks. So let me look for something. So mostly we have problems of planning. There are things we need. This one, when I'm traveling, I use this. Yeah. Hi. Why not Joseph Wambura? Hello, my brother. How are you? I'm good. Yeah. Trying to iron some clothes, and I'm feeling my lips are very, very dry, and my Vaseline got finished. I haven't got another one. How are you? I'm not a baby to milk. Circumstances do happen. I think even I need to work with it. Niko poa dada. Kesho shule zinafunguliwa, umepangaje? Watoto wanaenda shule ama wewe bado hujakuwa mzazi? That's the problem. Me, I'm just the mushamba girl. That, how do you call mushamba? Mushamba means like kienyeji. That African girl who comes from the bush. I'm me. No makeup, no nothing. Natural. Team natural. So even this one, I don't see the reason. I'm having a breakout of the heat, which was like affected me. This room was extremely hot. Outside is very hot, guys. Thanks to my host yesterday, after 1 month of having a problem, even I had to run from here. I sleep here, I calm down. I had problem. Poa sana kadan kid. So as parents, kitambo sana, I'm a parent. Oh, amen, that is good. So I was like trying at least to chat with parents, and then we say, what's your take home today before schools open tomorrow? Have you prepared? What have you prepared? There is that thing we call rush hour. We have those among us who our parents children are schooling very far away. One thing we usually forget, we do it at the last minute. Make sure immediately the schools close, you should start putting some little cash. Now is now the time you find someone calling you. Hello Eliza, how are you? Have you been? Oh my God, I'm stuck. School fees, school fees. Have you been sleeping? You've been eating beef, chicken, going to outings. Make sure every day, because you know your pocket, start putting a little bit of money. Nowadays, in fact, we have beautiful, or how can you say, improvised technology in schools. Like now it's heading to another term, you can pay your money early, the school fees, so that when it comes to the day your kids are going to school, you will not be begging. That's how I've been surviving, guys. Let me tell you, God is so faithful. And even I had to put this thing like crystals. I don't want to hear someone telling me, oh, bibi ya marehemu, bibi ya mkufi. I hate that, because the way you represent yourself to people, that is the way they take you, you know. So the little that I have, of course I'm not perfect, I know, and I'm that person who gives and gives and gives, even I forget myself. Okay, thank you. And then I give and forget kids. I have some responsibilities which are waiting for me. So what I usually do, I create a place or a channel whereby I'm that person. If I want to do something, you can't stop me. I'm a go-getter. So that's one, is the thing which helps me. Of course, the problem, you know, like now, I'm handling teenagers. Sometimes I can tell them, write the list, send me the list. When you came from school, the first thing your child comes out of school, the day they call it closing day, once they have arrived at home, even before they change the uniforms, make sure you welcome them, you pray for them, you give them something to drink. After they've taken maybe a rest of maybe 10-20 minutes, ask them, I need everything, the documentation, so that you can know and put it in your mind, like next, when they are going to school, what is it needed? Let me tell you guys, like now when we call it rush hour, hey, things escalate. All the shopping items you're gonna buy, you go to the supermarket, the shops, the prices are gonna up. But when the schools were closing, if you could have bought those items that time, it's very cheap, it's fair off, it is so nice, and then you don't feel that heavy luggage. Now what you need to look for is the commuter, like fare, commuter, what we call commuter money, yeah, transportation means. That is what you need to put aside. Maybe even, thank you for smashing the like button, please hit the like button. And also, I use that person, like when schools are that person, like when schools are going to open tomorrow, buy things today, I came to realize the prices hike, they go up, you pay extra money on the roads, going to do all the facilitation and other stuff, the logistics needed. Guys, let me tell you, I used to come back home having headache. Once these children go back to school, you look like a mad woman in the market. Even eating becomes a problem. Until they check in school, they finish maybe 1 week, 2 weeks. That is when your brain will be already settled. Learn to start early, because you find like they need bags, they need all the products they're gonna use, like the basic needs. If else, you need maybe a lotion, shavers, hair oils, facial oils, you know, they're very expensive pads, the sanitary pads, and it is compulsory. And then gas are very expensive, guys. Oh, those people who have ladies, oh, big up to you. I salute you. Those who have more than one girl child, oh, those children, and we will teach them they are schooling in boarding schools, because in Africa our children go to boarding school. I'm telling you, very expensive. They can take one full carton of biscuits. They will take a carton of milk, maybe half of it, which is 6 packets. And nowadays milk is very expensive, like 60 plus. We used to buy it at 30, 25. Now bread also. Voucher. And then if you give them pocket money, for boys you can give them 200, but for girls they want even up to 1,000. That is the lowest money they want. And even they don't know you are the parent, you don't have even those things. So as much as you provide them what you have, still they are yearning for more. They don't know how the hustle is, how much you are going through to clear their school fees balance. All they want is their demands to be fulfilled. So you find that as a parent, it's like now you are the one who's going to school, you know? And when you try to explain yourself that I don't have these children, or they can go to an extent like they want to look for that money themselves, and the procedure they are going to use to get the money, it's not okay. So it is not easy to handle more so teenagers, those ones who have opened their eyes, you know. And also prayers do work. You pray for them as you nurture them, grow them up. As you talk to them, sometimes there is a stage where they don't want even to share what is in their brains, because now they think they've known everything. So when you try to maybe share good ideas with them, thank you for smashing the life button. They undermine you as a parent, forgetting that you were once a teenager, you were once a child. So it is not easy, guys. You see me? I'm making my head, but this girl child, when she's at home, she will never want to make this. If you put her this kind of cornrows, she will tell you this is a school girl, this is a mushamba, this is the cheapest, or what. They want flat things and expensive, not knowing that those expensive things you have to pay for it. You have to put enough money on the floor or on the table to get that. So our children, we call them the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs and the stroke the Gen Alpha. The way they are coming up, it's becoming tremendous. Nowadays, you can't beat a child, you cannot scold them, you cannot scream, you cannot shout. Now, it is like now they are governing you. You can't speak. The Western side, the Western way, the way the style we raise children here is now how they want us as Africans to do the same. Some other nature, Jamon. Let me tell you guys, sometimes I feel like slamming a child, bakshish, to discipline him or her. Yeah? But if you dare not to do that, whatever is required, they are like, I can do it. I can go and do it. I don't care. They don't care what might harm them ahead there. So it is not easy. That is why I'm telling you, like now schools that are opening the requirements, if you don't manage to afford to give them those things, they will make an extreme, like push it for it, because they don't care. They don't even know the harm which is gonna face them. So before it happens, as a parent, learn to prioritize those things before school opens. Another thing, if you don't have someone who's helping you, like now, of course you rely on God, and sometimes maybe you can phone a friend to assist you, but you will return. So it means that, or maybe whatever you are doing, you are not satisfied. You know what you do? You sit down, you take a note, you look at the easiest things that you can afford in between before schools open. You start planning, buying things one by one. Thank you for smashing the like button, because let me tell you, hello, it is not easy. It is not easy. These children, we ask for them, like you are praying to have that child, but when they come with full swing, with the demands. Nowadays, I'm that person who, like, whatever I'm doing, anything I'm doing, I ask, even friends, even family, whoever wants to be a parent, it's not easy, it's very expensive. Put your records down. Things might not stand the way you have, like, you're anticipating. Because guys, let me tell you, oh my god, really just killed the okay. So the moment you do that, like things like soap, and also learn, of course. Don't wait until the last minute. Learn to start doing it early. So things like when you are doing shopping at home, don't be the one buying things in retail. What is that helping you? Thank you, Severin, for smashing the like button. You buy soap in a carton, that's wholesale. If it's the powder soap in a sack, 10 kg. If it's rice, you do the tissue, 10 pack. And then you take away those requirements from school kids. If it's toothpaste, buy it in full dozen. You go to the wholesale. Maybe you've gotten cash from the charmer. I'm good, my brother. I'm good. I'm blessed to be here. Yeah. You buy those things. Your mindset, no, you're not going to sell them, but you're going to use them at home. But remember that you have children who are going to school, maybe next month, maybe the following week. You just buy things in wholesale. And then you deduct toothpaste, toothbrush, shoe polish, and then soap, and then the oil, the Vaseline, the lotion. It is more cheaper. Let me tell you this. 2 days ago, yeah, I'm having another child who needs to join the university, so I have to start preparing early. I sent this child to go and buy a padlock because you need to look for a house or a hostel. The hostels are very expensive and very sensitive. Of course, it's good to stay inside. They pay like 3,000 up to 4,000 Kenyan money, but the problem we are having, after you pay that money, they will be staying with other ladies. If it's a boy, it's a girl, yeah, in the hostel. They'll be sharing the hostels, like those cubes. We call them cubes. Their problem, if they have a gas or the foodstuffs, when your child will be in class doing something, they will be using the resources of her, because they share one room, 4 of them. So it is better, you think about it, it's better you rent a house outside, you look for a house which is a little bit pocket friendly. If the house is the one in the hostel you were supposed to pay like 3,000, assume I'm paying 4,000 or 5,000, but your child should be staying outside, which is considerable, and then it's gonna be cheaper because if you buy food for that child, the only thing you'll do, you'll help the child to manage the foodstuffs, because now they are going to be staying alone. They need to know how to economize resources, finances. They need to plan. What is that you're is stressing you? I'm stressed because schools are opening up. When schools are opening up, another one needs an identification card. Like today, I didn't know identification card nowadays is a process. We used to go like you go with your ID card, your parents a photocopy of the ID card and your photo of your parents and your birth certificate. But for in photocopies and original, one of the original should be there. Your certificate. So reaching there in the offices, there is things like it's kind of like attestation, but they do the video. Something they make a video of you. They take a video. There's a name they called it. There's a name they called it, and then there is a fingerprints being taken. Things have changed drastically through e-citizen and other stuff. So you find things have changed. Also, enrolling these kids or these children in schools, you need all the requirements. So you need to start early, guys. If you don't plan early, little by little, as much as I'm saying it because from my other side or from my other end, if things turn up like right away now, things shoot. I don't know where to scream for, where to call help to come from, unless only God. Last year I saw magic, and I really appreciate that guy. Someone anonymous, an angel came through for me. I was in school, my children we were going to school, all of us. It was last year, January. One needed 24,000, another one needed 16,000. Now me, I needed accommodation money plus 1 week training, around 45,000. Going to that place just alone, going to and fro 3,000, and also reaching to Nairobi, from Nairobi sound to my home place, going and coming, it's another 1,000. You know that is 4,000 plus that. Hey, how much is that? Almost 100,000. Hey guys, let me tell you, you scratch your head, you scratch your back, you sit down. Even taking water becomes a problem. Not even buying food to eat, because you want to minimize and economize that little cash you have so that it can bear the system. The problem now comes here. I've already been enrolled. I'm in school. My children are in school. But my colleagues, us as adults, guys, adults, I'm telling you, as adults, I need. People are eating avocado, bread, export things. In school, just in school, I was trained like a seafarer. You see people eating. That is when I realized how my parents used to struggle to satisfy me. But when I'm in school, I couldn't see that. I couldn't figure it out. You think that your parents denies you the rights. Like, we forget that even these parents, they struggle to get that little finances, like to make our ends meet, you know? Those are the things that I learned last year. When the school was like, it was a coincidence. I was supposed to check in on December. I found that the school was closed because of December holiday, so I had to report in on 9th of January. You go there, you stay for 1 week, but you pay good money. Let me tell you, these short courses, hey, they scoop a lot of money, expensive. And when you have exams, that very day, even you have no time to read those notes you are given. After your lecturer finishes lecturing you, he gives you, or she gives you a break of 20 to 30 minutes. You're back to class. You need to do the exam. By the end of the week, on Saturday and Sunday, you are doing practicals. Practicals, you are going to dive in the water, in the pool. If you've never done that, you have to be taught at that very moment, and then you do it. You're gonna put on your muscle. You have all the apparatus, whatever is needed, you do it. If you manage, you're good. If you don't, you will come back again another week with your own money. So it is not easy. Sometimes learn to adjust, and of course money doesn't, like, is not found easily like that. So that's why I was advocating, like, If you have vegetables, if you're running like a farm, you're a business person, don't wait like until your money to accumulate to start budgeting for something which is coming. No. When you are shopping for your family, your house, try to shop a little bit bulk. When buying things in bulk, it's cheaper than buying things in retail. So the story about saying about what I'm saying like that. So when this child of mine was in the streets looking for a padlock, I told her no. Me, I've been an entrepreneur. I can, even if I'm here away from you, I can redirect you to the phone. Just put data or make your internet work on the phone because it's in the town center, the CBD, the network is good. And then you just call me on video. I redirect you until where the stores are or the wholesale shops are. You know what? The padlock she was being asked to pay 1,500, another one 1,100. She went to the wholesale shop. Upon reaching there, that padlock was costing 300, another one was costing 400, another one was costing 150. So we had to choose the best, the one which she was told to pay 1,500. At first page it was mentioned 1,800. Finally, I had to buy 2 padlocks at 800 shillings. See how much I've saved. And in fact, she had begged, bargaining to an extent that the padlock was being mentioned like it is 1,500, the last price. So don't be in a hurry. Don't wait until it is too late. Things backfire. Prices high, like also school items. It is better when they are closing schools. You can give it maybe if they are going to stay home maybe for 1 month or 2 months. Usually it is 1 month, the longest one. Try to squeeze yourself as a parent. Take advantage of the season when things are not like in demand, people are not in rush hour. You go there, these pens, a box of pens. We have different, we have big, we have the other one, we call PK, I have them there. Those pens, let me see what I have them here. I'm telling you from experience because I've been doing this. These prices, this pencil with this are not the same prices. This one, a dozen, I buy it me as a retail person who's going to sell. I buy them at 90 shillings, but if I send you, they will sell you if you buy in a box or a carton at 110 or up to 150 shillings. So this type is HP. This one goes at 130 in wholesale, but because maybe they might look at you and maybe they will not testify that you are going to sell them. They will sell for you at 180 or 200. That is the unique in the market, the uniqueness in the market, how they identify you, you know. Also, when we come to pens, I'm telling you the real things for those parents who are going to plan for their children going to school tomorrow in the school. This pen, wholesale, it goes for, this is now like kind of the cheapest. But yeah, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one you feel. Also this one you feel the ink inside. This one's the price high, but for me I will buy them at 180. You, they will sell for you 250. Even others they go them to 300. This one I'll buy this at 170 to 200 flat. This one 230 to 280. That's wholesale price, and I've figured the wholesale is the cheapest. And then if you don't know the price, they will be adding a little cash. So try to see those things because where prices, every penny counts. Thank you for smashing the like button. Every penny counts. If you miss a penny, you won't buy something. You eat in the stores, you eat in the supermarkets, you eat in the malls, you eat in the streets. Of course, you have to buy, and also you are promoting someone somewhere. you know. When you buy these things, also learn to buy this papers. We call them Ziploc. It's good. Like now you want your child to go to school, you buy those, you put this. Also we have small, like kibeti, small pouch, which you put the pens like this, you seal it, so that in case one pen might leak, it won't affect the books or clothes in the bag of your child. Use a Ziploc. It helps to maintain the everything when you have organized. You see that? As a parent. Another thing, before you leave your home, make sure you have a notepad and a pen. This is a little bit cheaper. You note what you want to buy. You of course you need also to have a big diary. So this one you can open it when you are doing impulse buying, like quick. You write something, you do it. You write, you do it. You mark, you remove it. Like now this one, you do it like that. You pin it maybe on your diary that already I've done this, you know. So after you do that, and again you finish another one, whatever you are buying, you take it, you put in your diary. I've done that. You make a tick. The plain part, again write something you should not found in the market, so that no counterfeiting, like no buying extra things. Learn to do things a little bit early. It will save your time. It will not affect your mental thinking. Like, you know, schools when they open, we become crazy as parents. Let me tell you guys, like me, I feel like I'm running mad until those children get into school, check in, maybe they finish 1 week or 2 weeks. That's when my heart settles down, like, oh, baby girl, you've done it. That is what has been helping me out, and it has assisted me not to take loans. I manage the little that I have for my children. Sometimes not my children only, because you find like maybe in the streets of life, of course we are not rich, but I can afford to buy someone's child a book, a pen, or pay maybe a school fees for one term, because in Africa, school fees, it differs in different schools. We have government schools, it's cheaper. We have private schools which are a little bit cheaper, private which are a little bit cheaper, like Bridge International School. If you compare the price there, the education is like the western side, like here abroad, and it is like kind of sponsorship schools, but you pay money, and they have accounts. Every child has a bank account or a school account. You pay the money directly there. So sometimes you might find there is a parent trying to navigate, like trying to push. Of course, they might have a home. Maybe there is a husband and a wife, but they've not got that knowledge of managing things. So whenever they find a little bit of maybe cash, they spoil it, they use it, they spend it. Guys, I'm on time because I'm gonna go to cook. That is why I'm trying to iron and do some things. I go with time. So trying to have like 30 minutes, something like that. So you have to, sometimes I tell people, if I have come through for you today, I will help you to figure out what you can do, so that these things might not get you into a hiccup, like they might not buy up to an extent that you'll be screaming, you'll be worried. You know, I've come to deal with not everyone who values education like you value. We have parents who don't care when the children are being fished out of school for school fees. Like they relax, they just sit down. They don't care, like they are there. They are like, what is happening? Maybe I didn't manage to get this. So what? Someone is like, so what? learn to adjust and learn to use the resources which are available for you. It will be so helpful, guys, because your child needs you now. And children are very stubborn. When they acknowledge that you are that parent who don't care, the children also become don't carers. You know, they don't take advantage of the series of their education. Like, keep on shouting, keep on sleeping, keep on begging. You know, when you talk to your child, when they sit down and understand or get you, that is when, that's the format you use. Their children, you scream on them, they shut down, they keep quiet, they understand. There are children whom you speak in a gentle mood, that's when they understand. There are those ones, if you scream, if you dare scold on them, that's the end of them. They won't even dare to listen to you. They will not put that in mind. They will never give you the respect. Like they won't embrace that, you know. So you are the one who knows how you train, how you nurture your children, and learn to advise them, learn them, talk to them, because children now, when they are growing, they turn, they change, behaviors change. They might find a bad company, the change of behavior might come due to adolescence. Maybe they've broadened out, they still understand, now they are very rude. Sometimes they have seen it all. Sometimes they forget you are there, you know. So it becomes tough to handle them, but you need also to learn to adjust it. So sometimes you are the one who needs to be down so that you can pull them down. You don't have to be that father, that mother every time. Sometimes you let go, you say like, okay, you don't need me, good, do it the way you want. Yes, you assume. It's good also sometimes to give them room. Just put a presumption and say, do what you want, it is your life. So if they mess their life, they will know they're the ones who messed. Sometimes we do beg so much because it is their life they're making. If we couldn't listen to our parents, we couldn't be here. But life is a beautiful teacher. If they neglect you, they reject what you are telling them. The world slaps them in a different way. So your obligation is to give them food, shelter, clothing, and advise them, and dedicate them to God. Redirect them, you know, assist them to know what is right. If a child becomes ignorant, the universe can show them the other way around, the other face of the system, you know. So I know it is not easy, and we have children who are so learned. If you're blessed with a business, don't keep your children at home like, oh, you take care of the chicken, wash utensils, do this and that. If you have a business, go together with your child. That child, you'll be showing them other talents, other techniques. They will be helping you in one way or another. They are trying to learn. By the course of the day, instead you were supposed to fix someone to work for you and you pay that person, you pay that child some cash. It might be equivalent to the one you could have paid a regular or half of it. What have you done? That is a stipend. You encourage it, you motivated that child. That child will grow as time goes by. When they close school, will be eager, ready to learn, education-wise, and ready to add another skill. Like now, guys, most of my entire time, the survival tactics I'm using is not what I got in school. Most of them, it is the natural skills, like the natural psychology God blessed me with, and also I decided to multitask, to learn things from people. That is what puts food on my table. That's what pays my bill. So could it be I could have said, oh, let me wait until I get the career job that I had yearned for, I prayed for, I wanted to be a nurse, I wanted to be a hair hostess. That job is not coming, so I've been in my mother's home until now, waiting for that job to come so that I can be successful in life. Nowadays, we don't do that. So learn to teach and raise or nurture your children in a way that, here we go, you're messing up. In a way that whatever they find resourceful, others they can go to the farm, take advantage of them, show them how to plant coriander, how to plant cucumbers, broccoli, sukuma wiki, spinach, the collads, okra. Before school opens, that child will be having some cash worthy to pay his or her school fees. And that is how most of us we survived when we were young. Like our parents gave us food. Oh, what do you want? I want a chicken. I want to raise or rear chicken. So once they come home, you give them maybe 500 shillings, 200 shillings. They go and buy a rabbit or a chick. They keep on rearing them. They keep on raising, watching, keeping and watching them. When schools open, if they have already become that size they want to sell, or maybe someone is not available to take care of it, they can resell. And then they get double the money. Okay? They bought it, and then they will pay for them their school fees. That is how parents who had many children, a great number of children at home. Thank you for smashing the like button. That is how it comes in, it helps. Yes? Most of the family that has a lot of children, a number of children, and also they cannot manage to sustain the financial capability. Maybe school fees, food, clothing, shoes, and other stuff. Because not every time you go to someone's door, you just give someone a call and tell them, oh, I'm in a bad position right now, I need your hand. You are not sure that person has that money. Every money that someone has at hand has work to do, has some things, has some plans. So if someone comes through for you, be grateful, thank God, thank them, appreciate them, and also pray for them and wish them well. And also try also to learn another way, make another extra skill so that you can also be a good support to someone else, also open someone's mind, you know. That is what I can say. So, like in that motive, because of the incident that happened to me that last year, I didn't see it coming. But when I was in that shoe, as a student, as a parent, like acting as a mother and a father, and also still a student, I was like, I wish I could have someone who I can call to send me credit, because also I was like, no, I'm just an adult. Because, and then what is funny, it wasn't one school. I was in one institute, I finished at one for one week, another one for first term. I was in school, I came home, I stayed a month and a half without work, looking. Ramadan caught me in the streets looking for work, for the qualifications that I had for that kind of work. But now Ramadan was coming closer. Now they didn't need someone to be hired. They told me come after Ramadan. Me, anticipating that after Ramadan, I could have already got this job that I am. So you know how it's tricky? So the jobs, the kind of qualifications and the jobs that the career path I wanted to focus and face, I didn't get the qualification to reach there. Of course, I had the documentation and everything, you know. But the challenge, nowadays in life, you have to have a career. So it was so challenging. For now, already it has happened. There's someone who will watch this video. I hope it will encourage you. We have people out here who are blessed with land, a big portion of land, whereby even you can't even manage to dig all. Allow your children to go and do farming. Like tell them, there's a hoe, there's a machete. Can I help you to dig? I dig, but you, whatever you want to plant, you plant. When time comes for going to school, You can sell your products, part of your products, you keep your money. You can put your money on the account, you can have a bank account, you learn how to save the money. Let me tell you guys, this child, if you raise them that way, even when you are down, your child only will rescue you. The child can come through for you during that season where financially you're not stable. So it means that you open those channels which will assist you as a parent and maybe someone else. We have children here who are schooling, but also they help other children to study through chipping in their school fees and other stuff. But apart from there, also they are teaching others, they are motivating others, they are inspiring others to do that. So your child learn to bring them, pull them closer to you whenever schools have been closed. Make them come to the kitchen. It doesn't matter. In Africa, we have that tendency, that norm, like culture. Boy child should not cook for the family. Who told you come abroad and see what things show us? A man can clean the house because here everyone has to work. Here, when a child reaches 18 years old, he or she needs to have, even from 16, they need to have a side hustle to make money. Every child here abroad, if they are citizens, if they have the nationalities, they work hard. Once, like now, my daughter reached 18 years, if I was a capable parent, I can take a loan for them to buy a vehicle, a car, to help them navigate around. So they have to look for online jobs. They have to have like a substitute, can I say, source of money, income, so that it will help us to pay the bill for the car, to own that car, bills to fuel that car, because it's a necessity. So maybe the child has gone to work, the parent is at home, he will cook. Maybe the parent has gone to work, the child is at home, he or she will cook for everyone, he will wash clothes. That's why most of us, you find that everything has been improvised, like more and more electric appliances. That is what we use. We have a laundry machine, we have a dryer. That dryer, like now, set 30 minutes, the clothes will be ready. Still, I'm ironing other clothes. I'll be rushing to the kitchen to start cooking while I will be drying some clothes. There's one washing, another one drying. After finish, I come and iron. After finishing to iron, I put, like now the ACs bringing the air. I air dry them and then I stock them. And then the next minute I go in the kitchen, I'll do what I'm going to do. I put the food on the oven after cooking it. It will keep on being ready while I'll be doing something extra. You see? So if your child, you teach them, they can make even the cookies, the cakes, the salad. Here we sell even salads. Guys, let me tell you. We just chop tomatoes, onions, coriander, and then you garnish it with a pomegranate, beetroot, a yellow corn, and then you put a sauce, you pack it separate. That is money. You make money. That is how you make money. And then you can make the cupcake, the queen cakes. How do you call it? Shabura, which is the cake rusk. You sell it. There are others who call them sweet. Different types of chocolates. People love food here. Let me tell you, people love food. If you have fun, if you are addicted to the cooking, you can do those things and get money. Everything, every skill out here, it pays. Even making the hair, massaging someone, making the nails, if you're a nail technician, doing some massage. You can even, you can embrace people. Like, we have platforms whereby you just talk to someone online. You are not fun, but they pay. You keep company, because here most of the people are indoors. Okay? That is how people make money. Like me, I know, let's say, I used to be an English tutor. There's someone maybe who knows Arabic. I'll just look for that online class for Arabic. I will be paying some money to learn that Arabic. So every language pays money. Skills are everyone. You can speak, you can sing, you can dance, you can design costumes in form of made rugs. You cut materials, you mix them the colors. You can make the scarves. You make the videos like in form of a content. People will learn from you, and people will pay you. So, like now, people are like, I know people are running up and down looking for money for tomorrow, because nowadays it's becoming a little bit tough for children to go to school with half of the money, like school fees and the necessities. If they arrive in school and they don't have all the requirements, they are being put on the way. Go back home and bring them, not knowing that the parent doesn't have. So in one way, to hinder that to happen, you start slowly by slowly. Of course, we don't have everything, and it's like now it is end month. End month, it means others already have been paid, others have not been paid. So it doesn't mean that you can't afford it. I'm almost winding up. I'll just leave the rest and then I'll come to make them. So I'll urge everyone, learn to allocate these children to know how to navigate with or without you. Because our children, we are raising them in an awkward way. Even if it has been doing what our parents did to us, these children can be so resourceful, even towards their future, towards their like the normal life. Because also when they come home, they become so expensive. I want mandazi, I want chapati. In school, we don't eat beef, we don't eat chicken, we want soup again, we want to go for swimming, we want to go for the park, we want to go to the mall, I want to ride a bicycle, I want to do this, I want to travel to do Ushago. You know, they ask, but they don't know that everything needs money. So why can't you teach them? Show them how to make money from their young age, so that they can know money comes from afar. Not everything you need to give them. They need to hustle. They need to work hard. So there we have parents who do that. Look at our brothers and sisters from India. Like in Africa, we have them, a lot of them. Whenever their children come from school, they are there with them, the computer, doing some calculation, stocking and restocking. These children are taking notes, so they know how to access their businesses, their parents' businesses. They can run a business when a parent is feeling unwell, when a parent is tired, when a parent is overwhelmed by work. Maybe they have heavy workload, like during the now schools are opening. Those Indian shops, they thrive. Good money comes in. So you have to bring your wife, your daughter, your son to help you, so that you can keep on circulating the money around the family. That is how the business goes on. Instead of employing other people from outside, you employ your circle. But as Africans, I bring my brother, my sister, they will steal from me. That is the poor mentality that is putting our lives away. And also, even some, of course, most of us expect that others come with another mindset, like, oh, how can my sister be having this and me I don't have? Come and learn, be ready to learn, respect someone's kind of business, do it as any other worker, but also create good productivity. We need your production, we need your service. Don't be there like, oh, this is my brother's business, this is my mama's business, I don't give a damn, I want to do what I want. That's what it has done, you know. So I think I've shared what has helped me move this, like in a span of 11 years, how I've been running. By the way, I don't know. Sometimes I look back, I say thank you. Of course, I have 1, 2, 3 friends. My closest friend. I have more. Like I have that one friend. Even if I'm on the phones like this, as long as he will see my call, he's there, like he will even go to an extra mile and take a loan from somewhere, but will not tell me it's a loan he took to help me out to pay my bills whenever I'm stranded or like that. Because also another person who asks for help is I've learned in a tough way, like I have to work for it forcefully. Even if this side doesn't work, I'll try this. If this doesn't work, I'll try this. But I'll try three of them. So sometimes you find like family, friends, they don't understand me because if I say today I want to do this, I already said I want to do this. If you don't want, quit, move away from me, let me do it. I can do it without you. That is me. But people think that eh. At Sly, how are you? I'm seeing you now. I'm good. So learn to have that positive thinking. If you have someone who can come through for you, Alhamdulillah, thanks to God. If you don't have, thank God too. God will make a way in a different way. Right now, there is that one big thing that I need to do, but I know when the time is right for me to cross the bridge, always God will make the way. I'm anticipating that everything goes smoothly because it's not going to be easy. It's kind of a heavy task, but everything starts with a milestone, with a step, and that is what I'm doing now. Like I've stated, you first. That's what I told you. First, once the schools have closed, calculate what next after schools have been closed. I'll be posting them. So even before the schools close, guys, let me tell you, do the calculations. My children are going to come home in a month's time. What should I start doing now? I plant sukuma wiki, I plant sweet potatoes, I plant Irish potato, I plant maybe bananas. If you have a big farm, you plant sugar cane. There are things which take 6 months, 3 months, 2 months. The products you need to, maybe you need to redo it and redoing it. You learn and relearn. Don't miss, if you have a farm, don't miss tomatoes. You are not supposed to go and buy tomatoes if you have a land. I don't know where your brain is, and I'm not abusing him. Tomatoes, onions, corn, throughout the season, with or without rain. Don't be that person who's going, oh God blessings, your manna may come from heaven. Learn to start buying things and do even irrigation. Sometimes you can get those shock absorbers. Like in the market, things can run swiftly, and you'll be the only person who has those products. And you have, boom, the money will come on your side. Raise the chickens, the rabbits. I usually come here and tell you, even rabbits, our children can rear rabbits. Nowadays we have rabbits. We have rabbits with red eyes, or they look pinkish, and we have the original ones, the Canadian traditional ones, the black eyes, and we have another ones which look like blue eyes, And then we have those ones which have long ears, another one which have a lot of fur, We have birds which are ornamental. Like, do that for your child. Don't do that. It doesn't cost you. And let me tell you, these animals, most of them, not everyone has to eat green leafy stuff. Others, they want dried ones. You cut the weeds in the roads when you're slashing away your terraces. You dry them, you make hay. So when the sun is nowhere to be seen, or when the sun shines and then the production of food is lower, you just bring them from where you've kept them, you feed your animals, still your production continues. That is the time your business will boom. Everything is money, doves, pigeons. Don't underestimate everything. Like, people are like, oh, I have no time to read that. Use your money to make that little money, create another money. Slowly by slowly. You'll be making things in a way that you won't believe. But guys, to an extent that you are like, oh, I'm stuck. You are stuck and you have that thing. I have friends here who have already are well known of making cakes, baking cakes. You can make cookies apart from cakes. You can make bites. We have things. We have how do you call them? This Swahili dish. We used to call them baji, not bajia. How do we call them? We used to use mabuyu, kashata. Kashata, we have njugumawe. Those things they don't spoil. You mix with sim. Like those only that person was doing one thing alone. You guys, sometimes I feel like screaming because people are like, oh, how do you manage? It's a lie. I found those questions. I usually come to answer you when I have time because I go back to those videos that I make and then I find people answering me, asking me, I give you answers in form of a video. So I'm advising anyone out there who is wearing my shoes, who has been there, and maybe, I don't have extra clothes to make. So I'm like, we might have a window outside there, a window one, and those ones to be, because also it is part of life. Oh my God, don't tell me it didn't dry. What happened? It didn't dry. Oh my God, it didn't dry. So let me redo it again. It should be here. Let's see again. So you can make it with or without other people's support by trying or learning to economize what you have. Everyone, whatever the shoes you're wearing, God knows that there is a way you will achieve your dreams. There is a way you will make it learn good. So because I was ironing here, I'm done with one basket. So I have this and that. That is it. The other ones you've seen there, those are towels. I'll come to make them when the right time comes. That is how I do things. So I'm heading to the kitchen to go and start cooking, and also I'm anticipating that someone has learned something from me here. That is how I manage things. Like, there is nothing I'm scared like taking debts from people. Hey, you take a loan for your child in school, and your child will misbehave and finally give you. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. But also remember that I already have put a video out. I don't know what happened yesterday. I put a video, it didn't go through. I'm in a monarch, in a kingdom. Maybe there's those titles you can put, they think that you've been attacked. I'm okay, I'm not attacked, but I just put a subtitle. Maybe they thought that I was in a bad situation. They love securing their country, so you can't speak bad about the country where you are, even if you are in bad pain or something. Social media, you know how it goes. So that is why they put it pending. So I'm re-uploading it again to see if it will work. But if it doesn't, I will change the title again and see. But I've already put some for you. So it is not easy to navigate in these countries. Guys, we're content creator and show you things which we do on the ground. Not everything comes out. You can put it to the limelight, like black and white, the way it is. They will cancel it. So you have to dare. You bear with the situation. So I really appreciate so much for those who managed to come and watch me on this platform. We do some part of, can I say, guidance and counseling, motivation, inspirational, and really life of this girl child you're seeing in front of you, who is trying to navigate through life the way life comes. I showcase my life, my kids, and my entire family and generation. Because I know I'm working hard for them, and also those are who I call my life, those ones who are next to me, those ones who are connected. Because I'll show you what I really pass through in the course of the day, As my day goes, when I'm in the farm, I show you I'm in the farm. When my products have yielded, I show you. When I'm in disgrace, I show you that. When I'm smiling, I show you that. Like the previous weeks that I've been having effect with the AC I was showing you how hot it is. And I can't even open my mouth to speak that I need help, because you watch the circumstances. Let me tell you, here you don't go rush and tell, hey, excuse me, sir, the AC is not working. Someone will bang on you like, you spoiled it. You need to look for a format, how to address the issue. You need to learn the behaviors of the one or the recipient. So learn to see when to report, when to ask, when to appreciate, when to talk, when to keep silent. That is the situation. So it is good also to monitor those characters, because they will help you to learn the skills, be it a child, be it an adult, or any black person next to you, because not everyone you tell them what you tell them. Maybe you spoke something it's positive, but they will think it in a negative way. They will take it as a negative way. So when things don't go okay, when things go wrong, acknowledge that and try to rectify. Like now, I'm going to the kitchen. I don't want to mess up, because in 1 hour's time, my food needs to be ready. So I need to do it very early. I need to rush. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being my best. I appreciate so much for the new subscribers who have managed to come, and the returning subscribers. I'm really thrilled. This month you've shown me extremely love. I couldn't believe, but I'm hoping that you will just help me for the watch hours, because my watch hours dropped, guys. It dropped drastically, because my views, the moment the views dropped, the watch hours dropped. So I'm having that problem, and I need this platform to run, because where I'm heading, I need extra hustle. Yes, I hustle, because school fees is biting my tongue. But I know God who started this race will make it beautiful. I'm praying for every parent that who's having or toiling and moiling for paying school fees, maybe for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children. It doesn't matter, it's 1 or 10. God will provide for you, but as much as God's provision will be there, you need to look for a way. You multitasking, side hustling, positive thinking, and also managing whatever little you have. Planning, early planning solves a lot. And let me tell you, if you know you are that person like me, if you plan to do this and someone tells you no, don't take that no for the right answer. Go ahead. You know your weakness. Like for me, I have one day. I'm sorry to say. Me, if I plan to do something today, even if it's the last minute, I will try my best to even do it a quarter way. No one will stop me, because my tomorrow is never guaranteed, and I might postpone it. If it comes tomorrow, my soul, the dedication, the strength I have to do it the previous day is no more there. Like the anxiety disappears. Once it has disappeared, I'm that person. I won't entertain it. So I know myself, I know my weaknesses. So I love doing things. When my brain tells me it's time for you to do it, I will do it perfect and very good, even if the time is yes. So I really appreciate for those who come to watch. Maybe you learn 1, 2 or things. Learn to know your weaknesses, and where you can change. And also, if you're blessed with those resources that I've mentioned, use them very nicely. Others, we had them, but things changed in a minute. We have to start afresh. So we don't fear to lose, and don't fear to start afresh. Don't be scared to start afresh. As long as you are alive, you will have to gain and lose. You will have to achieve and and also even give, you know. So be that person who is ever straightforward, prayerful, and grateful for the little you have. Anything God blesses you, make use of it. Anything you have in your mind, do it, as long as it has a good achievement. I pray for you the best. As our children are going back to school tomorrow, others even have started traveling today because maybe they go maybe 8 hours drive or 12 hours. Maybe they are studying in Mombasa and they are coming from Kisumu. So it is not easy. We pray for them, journey mercy on their ways as they are embarking to school. We pray that God opens a way, God blesses their mindset, and God encourages them to an extent that they will go and make the fruits of their tomorrow. You know? Yes. Mr. Kisa guys, let me put off. I go with time also. It's 3 already. 0:10 p.m. Let me run. I go with time. Time is money here. See you in the next. Let's also let me charge that phone, but I'm going to come live. If I can, I'm going to try come live. If I won't manage to come live, I'll put a video tomorrow. So it is what it is. Blessings to you all. I've told you I go with time. To iron all the beddings, all the stuff. Without the person. Take care of yourself, guys. Asante sana kwa wale mnakuja kunitazama. I'm telling you, sometimes even I become confused. Yeah, let me. Because I need to cut some onions, some stuff. Ni karange. My books are here. I was doing some calculations. Every minute is calculation now. Someone is calling me. Hii ni masaa gani unanipigia pia wewe? Thank you so much. See you. God bless you guys. Yeah. Nafaa nitoe sweta. Jana nilichelewa, kuchelewa.